Hi everyone. So Argentina has won the Copa America. What a news from the South America. It's coming up. Copa America football final was today morning in 5:30 India Standard Time. It is night time in Brazil. It was held in Maracana Stadium, and Argentina were to face Brazil for the finals. The home team, Brazil versus Argentina. Big Copa America finals. Brazil beating Peru and going into through to the finals, and Argentina beating Colombia in tiebreaker and going into the finals. So there you are. I mean, what a match it was. I mean, it was an exciting game. Lot of tactics was going on, backroom tactics. Argentina looked very incisive. They were attacking. They were always on the attack, and they looked in good shape. Di Maria started in this match. Di Maria has been coming as a substitute in all the previous matches, but today he started in the first lineup right from the word go, and his goal around the middle of the first half proved to be a decisive factor. It was a good through ball from the half line, which he got it, and through the right wing he cut inside. There were not many defenders there, and beautifully he controlled the ball and lobbed it high over the goalkeeper's head right into the gaping goal, and that was it. Argentina going ahead 1-0. Brazil tried very hard in the second half. Obviously they were expected to dominate, and they were dominating. Neymar was making his surging runs, but Argentina never really went into defense totally. They always went look for counter attacks, and whenever the chance offered itself, Messi and Di Maria and the other forwards and the half line players, they looked to make surges into the Brazilian defense. So at least Argentina always kept the Brazilian defense on the tenterhooks, but it was a brilliant performance by the Argentina defense in the second half, and the goalkeeper also. A great save from point blank range by Emiliano Sanchez. Uh, it was a brilliant Emiliano Martinez, the goalkeeper, and it was a superb defensive organization by the Argentines, which saw them through the day. Brazil was putting a lot of pressure in the second half, but they couldn't get through the Argentine defense, and that was it. Copa America was won by Argentina. Leo Messi finally wins a big tournament in Argentine colors. Finally, after his long career. And now he's already 35, and I think maybe the next World Cup coming year 2022, he'll surely will try to win that one, because Argentina as a team has looked very good in this Copa America. The defense is tight. They have got a good forward line, and why not? World Cup 2022 is far off, but then Argentina can be one of the contenders. So let's see what happens. That's it for Copa America. We have the Euro finals slated later on in the day. I mean, in the next tomorrow early morning, that is 12:30 a.m. England versus Italy. That was going to be a cracker of a match, and I think England is definitely slightly favorites being on the home ground, but Italy will be very hard team to crack. So it promises to be a very exciting match. On to Wimbledon. Barty, Barty finally wins the women's Wimbledon championships. Barty has been one of the Australia's top tennis women stars. She has played Big Bash in cricket. She has been a cricketer earlier, maybe I think 4-5 years ago, and from there she got into tennis, and in the professional tennis she has been making waves, and finally wins her first Wimbledon title in a very deserving manner. 3-setter against Pliskova, but I think although it was a 3-setter, Barty was pretty much dominant in the whole match, and it was always on the cards that the challenger will always have to make a comeback and make it 1-set all. But then Barty was very much in control in the first and third sets, and we easily finally won the championships. Great thing for Australian tennis fans. A great moment for Australian sport. Barty winning the women's championship in Wimbledon. Now for the men's final today, Djokovic versus Berrettini. It will be a cracker of a final. The semi-finals were very exciting matches. Berrettini beating Hurkacz, who beat Roger Federer in the previous match, but Hurkacz in that match, it was a 4-setter. The first 2 sets were won by Berrettini very easily, banking on his explosive serve and great forehand. He's got one of the best forehands in the game at the moment, and with those two weapons, he totally uh, means decimated Hurkacz in the first two sets. But in the third set, Hurkacz came back strongly, showed a lot of determination that he showed against Federer, and to his credit, won the third set very well. I mean, in the tiebreaker, he won the third set to set up a very good fourth set. But in the fourth set, early break by Berrettini, and that was all that he needed. And with his strong serve and forehand, he got through Hurkacz and went into the finals. And on the other hand, we had Djokovic versus Shapovalov. It was another very close match. As Djokovic rightly put it at the end of the match, it was a three-setter, but it was much more closer than a three-setter. All the sets went. The first set went to a tiebreaker. Shapovalov was dominant in that set till Djokovic almost sort of hijacked it in the tiebreaker. Second set was even Stevens against Shapovalov looking good, but Djokovic again on the vital points again winning at the end of the second set, and again the same almost the same formula, I mean, going on in the third set, but this time Djokovic was more tightened up in the third set. He was more tightened up with his serves and his returns, and it appeared as the match went on towards the business end of the third set that Djokovic is just looking for that one extra break to get through, and that he got, and finally won the match in straight sets. But it was a very hard-earned victory for Djokovic. Finals will be a very close affair. I think it will be a 50-50 match. It is not going to be easy for Djokovic to win his 20th record-equaling title with Federer and Nadal, 20 titles, Grand Slam. Not be very easy at all, because Mario Berrettini will be very, very pumped up after his semi-final wins. Also, Italy is playing England in the finals of the Euro, and all those things combines to make it a very exciting Wimbledon final. Berrettini will be very pumped up to make an impression. His service is the best in the world, it seems, at the moment. He's explosively fast, and his forehand is really cracking. It's a damaging forehand for anyone. So I'm sure already Djokovic has spoken about it in the after-match press conference about these two weapons of Berrettini. So I think it is going to be a 50-50 match. Anyone can win. Slightly pressure on Djokovic because he will be chasing history. So there will be a little bit of pressure. He's a Wimbledon reigning champion. So a lot of pressures are there associated with it. Berrettini has nothing to lose, and he's going to be his first Wimbledon. I think he's a very good player. They had met in the Roland Garros for the quarterfinals, in which Djokovic won in 4 sets. But here, Berrettini's serve and forehand will be more explosive on the grass surface. So 50-50 match. Berrettini's serve and forehand versus Djokovic's mental resilience. Djokovic is known for his mental resilience, inhuman mental resilience, and he needs that in big measure to win today's finals. Let's see what happens. Wimbledon big final coming up, the Euros final coming up. Like and subscribe my channel and keep watching. Thanks.